In the dazzling world of hip-hop royalty, where power moves are made with a handshake and a smile, the friendship between Jay-Z and Diddy has long been viewed as the ultimate power duo. However, beneath this polished surface lies a labyrinth of secrets and strategic maneuvering that could rival any corporate boardroom drama. As Diddy's carefully constructed facade begins to crack, it appears Jay-Z might be standing precariously close to the edge of revelation. Enter Irv Gotti, the music mogul turned whistleblower, who threatens to dismantle this carefully crafted narrative with explosive revelations about the inner workings of hip-hop's most powerful alliance. The story of Jay-Z and Irv Gotti's relationship reads like a Shakespearean drama set against the backdrop of New York's bustling music scene. Their connection began with Jay-Z's signature style of rebranding, transforming Irving Lorenzo into the more street-credible Irv Gotti. This seemingly innocuous nickname change marked the beginning of a complex relationship that would oscillate between camaraderie and conflict. As their paths intertwined, Irv found himself privy to intimate details of Jay-Z's rise to power, including the controversial dynamics with former business partner Dame Dash. The transformation from allies to adversaries created fertile ground for revelations that would shake the foundations of hip-hop's power structure. At the heart of this unfolding drama lies Jay-Z's remarkable journey to billionaire status, a path paved with strategic acquisitions and brand building that transcends traditional music industry boundaries. Irv Gotti's insider perspective sheds light on how Jay-Z masterfully navigated the transition from rapper to entrepreneur, leveraging his rockaware clothing line and astute business deals to build a financial empire. Unlike contemporaries such as Drake, whose wealth remains primarily tied to music success, Jay-Z demonstrated an unparalleled ability to identify and capitalize on diverse revenue streams. His acquisition and subsequent sale of the 40/40 club to Sprint for $200 million exemplifies this shrewd business acumen, leaving him with a controlling stake while securing substantial capital for further ventures. The evolution from selling records to selling lifestyle became Jay-Z's blueprint for unprecedented financial success in the entertainment industry. Central to understanding Jay-Z's meteoric rise is recognizing his embodiment of the hustler's mentality, a trait that extends far beyond mere ambition. This relentless drive, according to those who've observed him closely, represents the very essence of his character. His lyrical content often reflects this philosophy, particularly in how he approaches business opportunities. The anecdote about selling jeans serves as a perfect metaphor for his approach. While others might dismiss unconventional ventures, Jay-Z sees only potential profit. This mindset isn't merely about accumulating wealth, but about mastering every arena he enters, from music distribution to spirits with Ace of Spades champagne. The competitive nature of hustlers like Jay-Z and Diddy creates a dynamic where goals extend far beyond conventional success metrics, pushing them to constantly seek new avenues for dominance and influence in the entertainment landscape. The intersection of street culture, gangster mentality, music industry politics, and federal oversight creates a complex web that defines modern hip-hop's evolution. Unlike sports, which demands specific physical attributes, hip-hop opened doors for anyone with vision and determination. This accessibility transformed drug dealers of the 1980s into music moguls of the 1990s, as figures like Cash Money and No Limit demonstrated how street smarts could translate into legitimate business success. The shift in mindset from short-term drug profits to long-term music industry investments marked a significant cultural transformation. This evolution wasn't just about escaping street life, but about creating sustainable wealth through artist development and label ownership. The involvement of federal agencies added another layer of complexity, as evidenced by allegations surrounding distribution deals and industry consolidation attempts. These elements combined to create a unique ecosystem where survival required navigating both street politics and corporate boardrooms while maintaining awareness of federal scrutiny. The internal dynamics at Def Jam Records during Jay-Z's tenure reveal fascinating insights into his decision-making process and competitive nature. His skepticism about signing DMX, despite Irv Gotti's passionate advocacy, demonstrates how even established industry leaders can misjudge potential talent. While Jay-Z questioned DMX's marketability, comparing him directly to his own success, Irv recognized something different, an authenticity that resonated with the streets. This disagreement highlights the tension between commercial considerations and artistic vision within the music industry. Jay-Z's eventual observation of DMX's success, achieved through relentless promotion and grassroots marketing strategies, forced him to acknowledge the validity of alternative approaches. The experience underscored the importance of adapting to changing market dynamics and respecting different paths to success, even when they challenge established industry norms. The alleged connections between Jay-Z, Diddy, and federal agencies paint a picture of an industry where success often walks a fine line between legitimate business practices and questionable alliances. According to various accounts, Diddy's reported role as an FBI informant adds a troubling dimension to his relationships within the hip-hop community. The purported exposure of Suge Knight's distribution company ambitions, allegedly facilitated by information from both Diddy and Jay-Z, suggests a pattern of strategic cooperation with federal authorities. This alleged collaboration reportedly led to the disruption of several major industry initiatives, including attempts by influential figures like Dame Dash and Irv Gotti to establish independent distribution networks. The timing of these interventions coincides with increased federal scrutiny of music industry practices, raising questions about whether these actions were purely protective measures or part of a broader strategy to maintain control over industry structures. The aftermath of Irv Gotti's revelations triggered a dramatic counteroffensive from Jay-Z and Diddy, marking a significant escalation in hip-hop's power struggles. Rather than addressing the allegations directly, the duo employed a classic strategy of redirection, turning the spotlight back on Irv while simultaneously attempting to discredit his claims. This tactical response revealed the sophisticated understanding both men possess regarding media manipulation and public perception management. By focusing attention on Irv's past business dealings and alleged indiscretions, they effectively shifted the narrative away from their own potentially compromising situations. The speed and coordination of their response demonstrated a well-honed mechanism for crisis management, suggesting that such scenarios might not be entirely unprecedented in their professional relationship. This calculated maneuver highlighted the complex dance of loyalty and betrayal that characterizes high-stakes business relationships in the entertainment industry. The intricate web connecting Jay-Z, Diddy, and various industry figures extends beyond mere business partnerships into the realm of federal investigations and alleged informant activities. Detailed accounts suggest that Diddy's reported cooperation with federal agents wasn't an isolated incident, but rather part of a pattern of engagement with law enforcement agencies. The specific mention of a Rule 40 violation indicates a formal relationship with the FBI, one that reportedly involved regular meetings and information exchanges. These allegations gain additional weight when considering their timing relative to major industry disruptions, particularly those affecting independent distribution efforts. The purported documentation of these interactions, referenced by multiple sources though not publicly available, suggests a systematic approach to gathering intelligence on industry movements. This alleged informant activity appears to have intersected with broader federal investigations into music industry practices, potentially influencing the trajectory of several high-profile business ventures and contributing to the downfall of competing distribution models. The evolution of hip-hop from its street origins to a multi-billion-dollar global industry represents a remarkable cultural transformation that continues to shape contemporary business practices. What began as an outlet for marginalized voices has evolved into a sophisticated ecosystem where art meets commerce and street credibility intersects with corporate strategy. The stories of figures like Jay-Z and Diddy illustrate how the hustler's mentality, once confined to urban landscapes, has been adapted to boardrooms and investment portfolios. This transformation hasn't come without controversy, as the industry grapples with its legacy of street connections while pursuing mainstream acceptance. The ongoing tension between authenticity and commercial success, between loyalty and ambition, continues to define hip-hop's trajectory. As new generations emerge, they inherit not just a musical tradition, but a complex network of business relationships and power dynamics that reflect both the promise and peril of achieving success in America's entertainment landscape. The future of hip-hop will likely be shaped by how these tensions are resolved and how its leaders navigate the delicate balance between preserving cultural roots and embracing global expansion. The intricate dance between street credibility and corporate ambition becomes even more apparent when examining the strategic decisions made by hip-hop's elite. Jay-Z's approach to business expansion reveals a methodical process of identifying and acquiring assets that could be transformed into lucrative ventures. His investment in Armand de Brignac champagne, initially dismissed by industry experts, demonstrated an uncanny ability to recognize untapped markets. Similarly, his acquisition of Tidal, while controversial at first, showcased his understanding of digital music consumption trends and the importance of artist ownership in streaming platforms. These moves weren't just about diversification, but represented a calculated effort to control entire segments of the entertainment industry's value chain. The competitive landscape of hip-hop's business sector often mirrors the aggressive tactics seen in corporate takeovers. The alleged attempts to disrupt independent distribution networks highlight how established players maintain market dominance. When figures like Dame Dash and Irv Gotti sought to create alternative distribution channels, they encountered resistance that extended beyond typical industry competition. The convergence of federal investigations and strategic business maneuvers created a perfect storm that prevented these initiatives from gaining traction. This pattern of disruption wasn't limited to distribution, but extended to various attempts at industry consolidation, where regulatory scrutiny often followed ambitious plans for market expansion. The relationship between hip-hop artists and federal agencies presents a complex paradox. While some figures allegedly cooperated with authorities, others found themselves targets of investigation. This dynamic created an environment where trust became a rare commodity, and strategic alliances often carried hidden agendas. The reported informant activities of certain industry leaders didn't just affect their personal relationships, but influenced the broader trajectory of hip-hop's development. Major labels and independent ventures alike had to navigate this treacherous landscape, where business decisions could trigger unintended consequences from regulatory bodies. The cultural impact of hip-hop's evolution extends far beyond financial metrics. The genre's transformation from street expression to global phenomenon has reshaped societal perceptions of success and legitimacy. Young entrepreneurs now look to hip-hop moguls as case studies in business innovation, while traditional corporate sectors increasingly recognize the value of street-smart business acumen. This cultural shift has created new opportunities, but also introduced complex ethical considerations. The same hustler's mentality that drove industry success sometimes conflicts with corporate governance standards, leading to challenging reconciliations between street credibility and boardroom expectations. The media's role in shaping narratives around hip-hop's power players cannot be overstated. Public feuds and revelations often serve as strategic tools for reputation management and market positioning. When Irv Gotti emerged with his allegations, the swift response from Jay-Z and Diddy demonstrated sophisticated crisis management techniques typically associated with corporate PR teams. This media manipulation extends beyond personal disputes, influencing how the industry itself is perceived by investors, regulators, and consumers. The careful crafting of public personas becomes essential in maintaining both street credibility and corporate legitimacy. The future of hip-hop's business landscape appears poised for continued transformation. Emerging technologies and changing consumer preferences present both challenges and opportunities for established players. Blockchain technology and decentralized finance offer new possibilities for artist compensation and intellectual property management, potentially disrupting traditional industry structures. Meanwhile, social media platforms have democratized access to audiences, creating new pathways to success that bypass traditional gatekeepers. These developments force industry veterans to adapt their strategies while maintaining their positions of influence. The legacy of hip-hop's early pioneers continues to shape contemporary business practices within the industry. Their experiences navigating the transition from street economics to corporate structures provide valuable lessons for emerging artists and entrepreneurs. The emphasis on ownership, brand building, and diversified revenue streams has become fundamental to achieving long-term success in the entertainment sector. However, these strategies must now be balanced against increasing scrutiny from regulatory bodies and evolving societal expectations regarding corporate responsibility and ethical business practices. The intricate web of relationships within hip-hop's power structure reveals how personal dynamics influence industry-wide developments. allegiances formed during the genre's early days continue to impact business decisions and market movements. The reported collaborations between industry leaders and federal authorities demonstrate how personal relationships can transcend traditional business boundaries, creating both opportunities and vulnerabilities. These connections shape everything from artist development to distribution strategies, influencing the direction of the entire entertainment sector. As hip-hop continues to evolve, its business practices reflect broader societal changes while maintaining distinct characteristics rooted in its street origins. The genre's ability to adapt and innovate has ensured its relevance across multiple generations, but this evolution comes with increasing complexity. Navigating the intersection of street credibility, corporate ambition, and regulatory oversight requires a sophisticated understanding of multiple worlds. Those who succeed in this environment demonstrate not just business acumen, but a deep appreciation for the cultural significance of hip-hop and its role in shaping contemporary American society. The ongoing drama surrounding hip-hop's power players serves as a microcosm of broader economic and social trends. The convergence of street culture, corporate ambition, and regulatory oversight creates a unique ecosystem where success demands mastery of multiple domains. As new generations emerge and technological advancements reshape the entertainment landscape, the lessons learned from hip-hop's evolution will continue to influence business practices across industries. The genre's journey from marginalized expression to global phenomenon demonstrates the transformative power of culture when combined with strategic business thinking and unwavering determination. The complex interplay between personal relationships and business interests within hip-hop's power structure reveals how success in the entertainment industry often requires navigating treacherous waters. Trust becomes a currency as valuable as any financial asset, yet equally susceptible to devaluation. The reported dynamics between industry leaders and federal authorities demonstrate how personal connections can both create opportunities and generate vulnerabilities. These relationships extend beyond simple business partnerships, influencing everything from artist development to market consolidation strategies, and continue to shape the direction of the entire entertainment sector. As the hip-hop industry continues to mature, its business practices increasingly reflect both its street origins and its corporate aspirations. The genre's evolution from underground movement to global phenomenon has created unique challenges and opportunities. Navigating this complex landscape requires understanding multiple worlds simultaneously, from street economics to corporate boardrooms, from artistic expression to regulatory compliance. Those who succeed in this environment demonstrate not just business acumen, but a deep appreciation for hip-hop's cultural significance and its role in shaping contemporary society. The future of the industry will likely be defined by how its leaders balance these competing demands while continuing to innovate and adapt to changing market conditions.